football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone and it'll be a touchback. So USF's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This offense has it with really good field position. Caught in the backfield is Sturdivant. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. And offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bulls in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Brown wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite him.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Singleton. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Escapes the sack. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Livingston. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Caught over the middle. It's Isaac. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. Quarterback may change this route. Brown will throw it. Looking downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Final play of the quarter coming. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important. Get some cushion for the punt team. Catch in the middle. It's Livingston. He's loose on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I tell you, you got to be brave as a slot receiver to run these slant passes because you're catching it right around linebackers and safeties are coming crashing down. You really have to have a ton of confidence running that route.
Runs through the tackle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs.
Brown wants to pass. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for room. It's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. Hard running there. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, you seen the evolution of the option. We've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually it takes me out of the game.
Line just way for 3 after the 33. And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. After the run, now to throw. Snags it over the middle. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown Bulls. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking to pass. It's Flagway. Caught behind the line. It's Livingston. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
USF.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's reeled in. It's Nimrod. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. The Bulls want to move quickly. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. With the catch, it's Isaac. And he's brought down after a nice game. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got it in the middle. It's Norton. Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Norton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He might want another play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Lagway. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's caught. It's Jackson. Knocked down for the tackle. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got him downfield. Lots of room. Touchdown, Florida. Found open space. The band might as well start playing.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
38, South Florida, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Brown wants to pass. Here's a heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
The Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Turning it on! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now.
He'll take the deep shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Power football with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneak gets it done. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
29 Philly.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Bulls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Oh, they're after him. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
working on the right.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Sturdivant. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2.
And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Hansen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They'll go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play.
The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Grab behind the line. It's Nimrod. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up.
And he throws another interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. Still running at the 35. Trying to take it back. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hawkins. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Using the quick game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the...
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost to throw again. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Fires to the right. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Quickly complete. Oh, what a cut! And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Bulls have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Grab behind the line, it's Franklin. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. When as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.